Stop. These exercises are doing you more harm than good. A client of mine has been doing some training with a friend of his in his gym, and which is fantastic. Really pleased that he's doing it. But he sent me the pictures of what he's been doing. Now, my client has a problem with his lower back, so he's got to be careful. And some of the exercises that he was doing need to be done a lot safer. And it's the same for many people out there. They're doing exercises that really could be doing more harm than good long term. Let me show you some of the exercises that my client sent to me as a picture, and I'll show you let me show you the safer way of doing it. The first exercise was an unsupported bench fly. This is definitely a no. Why is this exercise a no? Because it puts the anterior shoulder capsule under too much tension with no safety net. So when you get tired, you're putting that shoulder under far too much stress. A much safer option for my client and for most other people is to do the floor fly. So you lying down on the floor, your back is supported by the floor. You can't get your elbows further than the floor, so it's supported. So there, bringing it up and down, up and down. So there's a safety net of the floor. Another safer option is to use the bench. And this way, you're going to be working your lower back and glutes. You're going to be strengthening those at the same time. So using the bench, you're going down, head and shoulders are on the bench, so they're supported. You lift your pelvis as high as you can, squeezing your glutes. You take the arms down, they can't go any further than the bench, they're supported, and you're bringing them back up. So you're squeezing your glutes, lifting your glutes, you're strengthening your lower body, and you're working your chest at the same time. Another exercise that my client sent me was the overhead tricep extension. Now, this isn't a good option. Taking it over there can force many people, like my client, to push the head forwards. There, pushing it forwards. That's bad. That can cause problems with your neck. Also, if you take these weights too far back, like I'm doing, it arches your back. They're putting your lower back under too much pressure. The safer alternative is to lie on a bench. Take the weights up. There, my back is now supported. Keep your elbows there. You take the weights down and you extend upwards. Extend. My neck is supported. My back is supported. So there's no issue in causing injury to either of those. Another exercise he was doing was the standing fly. Now, this is a great exercise for the medial delt. He was doing it like that. Straight arms. Now that is going to put a lot of pressure onto your elbow. You don't want the pressure there, you want it up here. He was lifting with his hands. Safer alternative, bend your elbows, lift with your elbows. Take the weight slightly forwards, reaching towards the imaginary corners of the room. There, so lift with your elbows and not your hands. That keeps the pressure on the shoulder, on the medial delt. So when you're working out, think about how you're going to do it. Think about your own safety. Just because somebody's doing it that way doesn't mean to say it's safe. It doesn't mean to say it's right for you, especially when you've got back issues or some other issue. You need to adapt it safely.